right, for this lesson, we are looking at percent word problems. So we did just basic percent problems. Now we're putting them into kind of real world scenarios. So you can use a proportion method, you can use an equation, doesn't matter how you're getting there, just that you are getting to your answer. So number one, in a recent survey, 216 people, or 54% of that sample, said they went to a family restaurant when they went out to eat. How many people were surveyed? So remember, we're using, if you want to, the proportion where we're comparing the part to the whole equals some percent out of 100. So I'm going to circle that key information in here. I'm going to set up my blank proportion out of 100. First thing I always look for is the percent. I see 54%. Now I'm just looking at this 216. Is that referring to part of the survey or all of the survey? In this case, those are the ones that went to a family restaurant. That's not all of them, that's just part of them. So we are solving for the whole. So I highlight my diagonals, and we are going to solve. So 216 times 100 equals 21,600. Divide that by 54 equals 400 people. Number two, Carla got 30 questions correct out of a total of 35. What was the percentage she got correct? So again, I'm setting up my blank proportion. First thing is I look for the percent sign. I don't see the percent sign. What I see is the question, what was the percentage? So that means we are solving for the percent. Then I'm going to circle the numbers given to us. We have 30 and 35. 30 is the part that Carla got correct. Didn't get all of them correct. 35 is the total amount. That is our whole. So we've got our proportion. I can highlight my diagonals and solve. 30 times 100 equals 3,000. Divided by 35 equals, and I'm going to round, about 85.7%. All right, number three. There are 36 carpenters in a crew. On a certain day, 29 were present. On a certain day, 29 were present. What percent showed up for work? Set up my blank proportion. First thing I'm looking for is the percent sign. I don't see it, but I see the question, what percent? So that means we are solving for the percent. Circling the numbers that are given to us. 36 carpenters in the crew, 29 were present. So not all of them were present. That 29 is the part, which means 36 is the whole. Going to solve. 29 times 100 is 2,900 divided by 36. And I'm going to round this one, 80.6%. Next one. Danielle now earns $9.50 per hour. This is 125% of what she earned last year. What did she earn per hour last year? Setting up my blank proportion. First thing I'm looking for is the percent. I see it here, 125%. The other number that we're given, the $9.50 per hour. This is 125, so that is the part. What we are solving for is what did she earn last year. Now we have our proportion, which we can solve. When we multiply, 950 divided by 125 equals 7.6. But we're talking about money, so I'm going to add my dollar sign and I'm going to add a 0 so that it has 2 decimal values. Number 5, the state of Colorado has 7 representatives in the U.S. House of Representatives. There are a total of 435 representatives. What is the percentage of Colorado's representation? Setting up my blank proportion, looking for the percent symbol. I don't see it, but I see the word. What is the percentage? We are solving for the percentage. The other numbers that are given to us, 7 and 435. The total amount, it says, is 435. 7 is the part. Colorado is part of the House, but not all. So we're going to multiply 7 times 100, which is 700, dividing by 435. And we get 1.6%. All right, let's flip to the back. Number 6, in a survey taken by the Department of Agriculture of 450 people, 74% admitted that they hated Brussels sprouts. How many people in the survey did not care for this vegetable? Setting up our blank proportion, looking for the percent, I see it right away, 74%. Now the 450, that 450 is saying those that are in the Department of Agriculture, so that's the total amount of people in there. We are solving for the part. We are solving for those that did not care. That wasn't all of them, that was just some of them. So we've got our proportion. We can solve. 450 times 74 equals 33,300 divided by 100 is 333 people. Number 7, records show that 3 out of 4 families move about every 5 years. What is the percentage of families that move every 5 years? So setting up our blank proportion, I'm looking for the percent symbol. I don't see it. I just see the word, which tells me we are solving for the percent. Now you got to be a little careful here because we have the numbers 3, 4, and 5. But we're really only looking at the 3 and the 4 because the 5 is just describing what we're talking about. We could be saying 3 out of 4 people like books. 3 out of 4 people wore red. That's just describing what we're comparing here. The 3 and the 4 are the ones that we actually need to calculate here. So 3 out of every 4. 3 is the part, 4 is the whole. Solving this proportion, maybe you can do it in your head. This one might be a little easier in that case. But if not, you can multiply it out. 3 times 100 is 300 divided by 4 equals 75%. 80%, if 80% of the students in a certain class are female and there are 40 female students, what is the total number of students in this class? So, setting up our blank proportion, we see the percent right away, 80%. We're looking at this other number, 40. Is the 40 talking about all of the students or some of the students? It's talking about the females. That's only part of the students. We are solving for, it says, what is the total? So we're going to multiply 40 times 100 equals 4,000 divided by 80 equals 50 students. Daniel's house is 8 miles from Sean's house. Sean has ridden 5 miles towards Daniel's house. What is the percentage of the total distance he has ridden? Looking for the percent symbol, I don't see it. The question asks what is the percent. That is what we are solving for. So he has ridden 5 miles. That's part of the distance, not all of it. The total distance is 8 miles. So we're going to multiply 5 times 100, which equals 500, divided by 8 equals 62.5%. And last one. In a shipment of airplane parts, 2% are known to be defective. If 8 parts are found to be defective, how many parts are in the whole shipment? So, setting up our blank proportion, we find our percent right away. This 8 are the defective parts. That's not all of them, that's just part of them. We are solving for the whole. How many parts are in the whole? So we're going to do 8 times 100, which equals 800, divided by 2 equals 400